Hi, I'm Anthony from Learning to Play the Guitar. In this video I'm going to show you how to use the technique known as palm muting. Palm muting is a technique where your palm of the picking hand rests on the strings, lightly muting the strings so they don't ring out, so you don't get those big ringing out chords. You get more of a muted sound, thus palm muting. So the idea here is that you're getting into the idea of resting your palm on the bridge, more or less. So back here on this guitar you can see that my hand could be strumming, like say this is a G chord, just open like that. But if I bring my palm down and rest it on the bridge here, which is from this angle, just right over the bridge, and this will work on acoustic guitar as well as electric, just there. So I've got the palm now muting, just touching the very edge of the strings as I come over the bridge, just lightly. And if I go heavy, you'll palm mute a bit more, especially if I move up the neck in between the pickups. So now I've moved all the way over here with my palm sort of around this area. It'll be too muted, but if you just have a little bit of muting back here, back towards the bridge, just on the very edge of it, you get this nice muted sound which you'll hear in lots of songs as we go along. So it gives you more control of the tone and the volume of the guitar. So one thing you'll see out of this is that previously when I'm strumming, the hand can move a lot more and flow through on these open string chords like this G chord I'm playing. With the palm here, I have limited strumming movement because my wrist has to hold the strings down, otherwise they won't be muted anymore. So to get used to this palm muting technique, I'm going to play an exercise just playing 4 open string chords and the palm muting them, resting here on the bridge with my picking hand. So we're going to play C, A minor, E minor, and G major. So one more time, we've got a C, A minor, E minor, and G. So the idea of this one, I'm actually strumming these chords, I'm not strumming the whole chords. If I was strumming the whole chords, you'd end up with a C, A minor, E minor, G, which sounds quite different to the muted sound. So with the muted sound, because of the limit of the movement of the hand, we're only going to strum 3 or 4 strings of each chord. And the most important thing here is to be aware of what's the bass note of these chords. So for the C chord, knowing that it's a 5-string chord, we want to be based with our down picking here, that we're based on the 5th string for the bass note of the chord. And A minor, again being a 5-string chord, we're based here on the 5th string for my A minor. And with this, it's really becoming more of a power chord. I'm not really hitting this note down here very much. But if you hear that, it's not bad. But really, I'm just playing these 3 strings of this power chord shape. So then when we go to E minor, the bass note now becomes E, and again I'm really just hitting 3 strings. I stretch it a bit. There's the G string for the E minor chord, and the last chord is G, and again 3 strings, maybe 4, but really 3. So you get that nice controlled sound of C, A minor, or the A power chord, E, or the E power chord, and G. So you can use that technique to mix up between open string strumming and the palm mute when you want to, say, bring a song down for a quieter section. It's all about changing the dynamics of a song. Palm muted pedal tone notes are used a lot in hard rock and heavy metal riffs to help create driving rhythms, while other non-palm muted notes are used as accents on top of these pedal tone palm muted notes. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to play a little riff showing this, which sounds a bit like this. So what's happening in that riff is that I'm palm muting the A string all the way through, and I'm playing these little 2-note chords, or dyads as some people call them, on top of that. So all the way through the riff there's this palm muted A note helping to drive the rhythm along as I go through. And the other notes are not palm muted so much. There might be a hint of palm muting, but nowhere near as much as this pedal tone. So in slow motion the riff is this thing, which is based around this 2-note A chord, 2-note G chord here on the 5th and the 4th fret, and then if we slide back here we've got a 7th fret A and D note. This is the pair as I'm moving around, hope you can see that. And then the other half is again this 2-note A chord, 2-note G chord, and there's this 2-note F sharp minor, which is an A note there on fret 2, 3rd finger on the F sharp there. And then underneath that all, there's this A note chugging away in the background, helping it to drive it along. So in slow motion I will play the riff again so you can see how the picking hand plays it with the palm muting in the background. One more time. One of the subtle thing I am doing as well to help separate the chords from the pedal notes is that each time after I play these little chords I will lift the pressure off the fretboard. Hopefully you can see that little subtle movement I'm doing. So you see the hand squishing, but then I'm lifting off, so I'm not letting the chords ring out, otherwise you end up with something a bit different. It gets a bit mushy sounding, so for clarity that's sort of more of that sort of hard rock sort of sound. The fingers are lifting off the fretboard.